While NASDAQ and S&P 500 have been under correction, this furnishing sector has gained strength and outperformed the market while the rotation is in play and the funds flowing into the top stocks. So in this video, you will find out the top 4 stocks that I'm going to share with you with the right price structure and with a minimal low risk entry that you will be able to swing trade with just simple pullback or the breakout trading strategies. So let's just take a look now. So the first stock that I'm going to share with you is ETH. So Eaton Allen Interiors. So at the first glance, why it actually outperformed the S&P 500 and also the NASDAQ? Let's take a quick look at the indices. So as you can see in these 4 major indices, what I want to point out is actually the top of the index. Let's just look at the NASDAQ. So you can see that the top actually forming right at 16 or 17 of February. So same as the S&P 500 as well. So about 16 February, the market has reached the top. So let's go back and take a look at the stock, the ETH. So as you can see, on 16 or the 17th of February, this stock actually just formed a bottom. And since then, it actually just has a great uptrend while the index just going down. So you can see that in this relative strength as well. So it's actually outperformed the market. So when the market is undergo correction, ETH is actually having a rally, attempt to break out, and currently having a reaction back into the range. So let's take a look at the longer term structure. So as we can see, it hasn't really reached all-time high yet. In fact, this is probably one of the major swing point, and that's the COVID sell-off. And subsequently, you can see that it has go up nicely with a acceleration in this part right there, and subsequently it actually formed a trading range. So this is a potential reaccumulation trading range with the supply actually going down, suggested the supply is exhausted. So right after the first attempt of the breakout, it actually just fell and have a reaction down, and now is probably attempt to have another attempt to break out as well. So this is potentially a good, nice entry. As you can see, I just drawn up this green box as the support area. So this is a potential low risk entry. If this zone actually failed, then the next support zone will be the obvious swing low level at about $23. So with a stop just placed below this 23 or the swing low level right there, I think it will be relatively safe and considered as a wide stop. Otherwise, you can place a relatively tight stop and attempt to find another entry if that actually come back down and stop you out and reverse again. However, if it just reverse it from this support zone, that is a potential nice long reversal type of entry. Otherwise, you can just wait for this type of the breakout. So that's the previous swing high level as a confirmation. So that could be a breakout type of entry, while this is the pullback reversal. Alright, so that's ETH. So let's take a look at the next stock, HOFT. So Hooker Furniture Corp. So Hooker is actually has a similar structure as the previous stock, ETH. So you can see that previously it just had a very nice uptrend, so has been trending up nicely within this up channel, and subsequently having this change of character essentially just stopped the uptrend and into this trading range. So as you can see, it right now the stock has not reached the all-time high level and is currently forming a potential reaccumulation range inside this trading range, and we can see that supply has been going down, so suggested that supply has been exhausted. So it's just a logical sense to just assume that it will just go up and have an attempt to break out of the previous swing high level. So I have just marked down the support area. So the green box is the potential support area. It's currently just testing the support area, so anything just within this support area could be a nice long entry with a stop either just below the trading range, or you can have a tight stop. So, or you can just probably wait until breakout and followed by a pullback as a test to prompt further entry as well. Okay, so that's HOFT. Let's take a look at the next stock, LEGG. So LEGGETT and PLATT. So this is also a potential reaccumulation range, but one of the things that I don't really like is that it's currently breakout and hitting the immediate resistance level. So this is the previous support level, and once it's break down, it just turned into a resistance level. So you can see that there is a spike of the supply when it actually broke down the support level. So it's quite a natural place to have some supply come in at this point. So what I tend to do with this sort of the stocks is to just wait for a pullback. So you can see that this is the markup support area in this green box. So anything that within this box could be a low risk entry. So we have also seen bearish bar tested this support area followed by some demand tail here, and eventually last Friday had a breakout, which is nice and bullish. However, if it just had a pullback, can go back maybe just slightly above or just within this previous resistance, now turn the support area, because these are all now become the support area, and also this green box as well. So anything within this area could be a nice long entry for a reversal trade. So otherwise, we just need to see whether there will be any reaction from this supposedly as the resistance level. So it might just have some sort of the consolidation before you can just moving up. Alright, so let's take a look at the last stock, which is TPX, TEMPUR International. So this is actually the strongest stocks. So let's take a look at the long-term time frame, and this is the one that I like the most because it's actually have a very large cost build. So you can see that this COVID sell-off actually kind of just spring this previous swing low level, and if we just can even take up to 2012. So it's huge courses build and subsequently followed by a breakout marking up in this phase E uptrend. So let's just zoom in to take a look there. So as reflected in the relative strength, when we compare it to the S&P 500, you can see that it has been in an uptrend, and in the mid of the March, it just kind of accelerated to the upside. So definitely it's a lot stronger than the S&P and also the NASDAQ as well. So if we just take a look at this, that's the 11th of the February, it just have a gap up. So it just broke out of this up channel, and subsequently with the spike of the supply level, it just doesn't really have any kind of the downside reversal. In fact, it just consolidate with this sideways movement and followed by a breakout and pulling back, tested the previous resistance, now turn the support level. So at the moment, I think for the reversal type of the trade, wait for a pullback around $33 to $34. Otherwise, wait until the volume or the supply level become lower, trade this kind of the breakout movement. So this is one of the strongest stocks in the furnishing sector. This is the end of the video, and if you'd like to learn more on how to increase your winning rate, definitely check out the video that showed up on the screen right now, and also remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also to get my weekly exclusive content updates in your email. So the link is in the description below. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon.